everyone. I am coming on today to talk a bit about rosacea. A few people have messaged me and asked me to do a quick chat on it. So I thought I would, certainly because it's such a common condition. Rosacea is something that is a long-term condition, so it's a chronic condition. The more we can treat it, unfortunately we can't cure it. We tend to have it lifelong. It tends to affect fair people, so fair skin, fair hair, more than anybody else. So certainly in this part of the world, a large percentage of people will have rosacea to some degree, and there certainly are variable degrees of it. A lot of the time when people come to see me at the clinic and we have a chat about their skin condition, they may not even realise that they have mild rosacea, but certainly we, with our fair complexions in this part of the world, are certainly prone to it. Why? We don't particularly know. We don't really know the cause. We think genetics may be involved, immunology may be involved, and certainly environmental triggers, so the weather around us may be involved. There are many triggers, and some of us will be able to pinpoint this very easily. Again, others may not, but some people will know that their rosacea will flare up with regards to changes in the environment around. So heat, a lot of the time, will trigger it, or humidity. When people exercise, sometimes they will notice they will get a trigger. Spicy foods can also trigger it, as can alcohol. The other common trigger is stress. So recently, I know a lot of people have been under a lot more stress, and it will often deteriorate at those times as well. So as I say, unfortunately, we can't cure it. In general practice, we will commonly prescribe antibiotic, so gel or antibiotic tablets, and they will help a lot and generally settle things down. But as I say, because it is a chronic condition, long-term management really is key about maintaining it. So what I would always suggest to people, along with the treatment during the acute phase, whether that's antibiotic or skincare, if you can identify triggers, great. So obviously you will try to identify that and eliminate those as best possible. But then to bring it back to managing it in the long term with regards to skincare, I thought I would just show you some of the products that I would advise and how or why they work. So as I say, rosacea is a chronic condition. It's due to dysfunction really of those sebaceous, or the little oil glands in our skin. So to target our skincare, we need to settle everything down, or normalise the skin, we would say. And certainly, as I say, when people come to the clinic, there can be a wide variety as to how they present. Some people, it will be very mild. They will notice sort of mild flushing of their skin that commonly affects the nose, cheeks, and sometimes the forehead. And it could just be simply flushing with regards to some of those triggers. Now, other people, it's much more severe, and it can actually present just very much like a normal acne, or acne vulgaris, as we would call it with the full term, where they have a lot of pustular type spots in that same distribution. So commonly the nose and cheek will be affected. So in those more severe cases, obviously we are almost treating it like a true acne to try and settle all of that inflammation down, and then start to regulate or normalise the skin. But even if you are on the milder end of the spectrum, by implementing a regular skin routine that maintains a normal skin function, you will have benefits. So the products this is actually a skin normalising program. So it comes in a little kit, just like the daily skincare programs. that I've discussed before, but this is specifically aimed at those people that would have a lot of redness or rosacea. So the products involved in this kit, the first step, as always, as I will always say, the first stage is always to cleanse your skin, and this cleanser is the gentle cleanser, so it doesn't have that exfoliation action with the little salicylic acid beads. This here has glycerin in it as a hydrator, and it's got antioxidants, but it's suitable for all skin types, and it's the first stage obviously to cleanse your skin. The second stage is the exfoliate and polish. This is the very fine manual exfoliation that we will do next, and it's got little fine magnesium crystals. Along with that, it's got vitamin A, E and C as antioxidant benefit. So a little small amount of that over the skin to manually exfoliate those inactive or dead cells that sit in the top layers of the skin. So that's your second step. The third stage involved in this program are the oil control pads. Now these are higher strength pads than the complexion renewal pads that I would commonly use for most skin types. So these have 2% salicylic acid. So the little acid soaked, pre-soaked pads come and you use one of those morning and night to manually remove that excess sebum from the skin. So the sebum on our skin is a big factor in rosacea, clogging the pores and creating inflammation. So the oil control stage is a very important stage. And as I say, they are slightly higher or step up version from the complexion renewal pads. So that's the third stage. Then the fourth step, fourth step probably in all skincare regimes, no matter what we're treating, but certainly in this as well, is your daily power defense. So this is that functional hydrator, it protects, nourishes the skin, so it has antioxidants again in it. It has a low dose of retinol for skin health and healthy skin turnover, and it also offers DNA repair and DNA protection against future damage. So that's your fourth stage. And then the extra little product that we would specifically use to treat something like rosacea or redness is one called Rosacea. So this is what we call a normalizing serum. So it's trying to settle everything down and regulate or normalize that skin function. So one of its actions is to again reduce that oil. So reduce that excess sebum in the skin, which is playing a huge part in the process of rosacea. In turn, obviously that is reducing the inflammation. Along with that, it's got another ingredient called papain, which offers micro exfoliation. This will again help normalize the skin. It produces a smoother skin and a more even skin tone and reduces all of that redness down. And along with that, the other thing Rosacea has is an amino acid complex. This promotes healthy microcirculation within the skin. Again, this is key in reducing all of that inflammation down, this inflammatory process, which rosacea really is. This in turn obviously should reduce your redness, produce a more radiant complexion, a clearer complexion and settled more skin in general, so a healthier skin overall. So that's that skin normalizing kit. It's a great little starter kit if you suffer from something like rosacea or very sensitized or inflamed skin. Based on the science, as always, getting into that cycle of removing the dead inactive cells from the surface of the skin and allowing those more active ingredients to penetrate and work at the cellular level where they need to, and then obviously using something like Rosacea to directly target the issues in a condition like rosacea, settles everything down and obviously maintains long-term normalised skin or healthier skin. And in something like rosacea, it is long-term treatment that we need, unfortunately, to maintain the results. So again, I know that's a lot of information, and I hope it addresses some of the questions that you've sent through to me. But again, if anything's unclear or you have any more queries, just message me anytime and I'll get back to you. Thanks for listening.